Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Assiniboia Downs here on Monday. It is the 5th of August 2024. Going to look at the featured 7th race from Assiniboia, but before I get on to that, remember, please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it, around the world. Join me this weekend for my Arlington Million preview from Colonial, and also the 4-star day from Saratoga. It's going to be an excellent card, actually, and a weekend of racing from Saratoga also. But today's a good one from Assiniboia. We're going to look at right now. It's the featured of the meet there. It's the Manitoba Derby. It's going for a purse of $125,000, race for 3-year-olds here. We have a field of 9 horses going 1,800 meters, or mile 8th on the main track. My top selection here, I'm going to take the 8 horse Awesome Road. We'll go 8-9-7-3 in the superfecta. 8-9-7-3 super. Top selection 8 horse Awesome Road. This 3-year-old colt by Quality Road. Rick Wise trans gets Whitehall up in the saddle. Previous trainer under the care of Robertino Diodoro came in the Texas Derby at Lone Star, mile 16, 27th of May, and he finished 5th by 10 1/4 lengths that day, and this horse was just very wide from where he was drawn and just not keeping up. I do think he got beat by slightly better horses on the day. He's going to be coming here first time gelding, actually, which I didn't know in the racing form, but there's a little symbol here in the race form. First time gelding here today, and is also coming off a bench, which I think should really suit him well, and I think he's just sitting on that very good run, getting serious class really from his most previous races. They also must think highly of him. They bought him for $600,000 at Keeneland's September 2022 sale, so that's something. 2 back, he ran an Oaklawn in an optional 100, mile 16, 5th of May on the slop, and he finished 3rd by 2 1/4 lengths that day. And he's with them early on, a little bit of a turn a foot late. You know, he got around the race course well. I thought he wanted more ground, but not a bad race in defeat from the rail. And then the 2nd of March at Oaklawn, a mile 16th in optional 75, finishing 4th by 4 3/4 lengths. Again, at a bit of a trouble trip around the far turn, you know, which probably cost him position. He probably wasn't going to win that day, but, you know, I just think with a better trip, he could have maybe improved the place there. And then the Southwest on the mud, going mile 16th in early February. He didn't do a lot of running. Finished 4th by 17 1/4 lengths that day. Got beat by the eventual Derby winner, Mystic Dan. He was just wide, just not really getting into it. He's won once. That was a very nice main special weight victory at Ellis, going 3 quarters at the end of August last year. Went by 2 1/4 lengths, basically on the front and dueling. I thought it was a very good, strong run. Trading well, Louisiana Downs is his previous race. Refreshing up north, I think he could win. The 9 horse Rosette could win also. Most recently, I tried the horse on turf, going a mile 16th at Ellis in option 75 at the beginning of July, where he finished 5th by 5 3/4 lengths, where he moved a little bit late. Not a bad race in defeat. Actually outran his 55-1 odds bet that day, but I think his previous races on dirt haven't been half bad either. Mile 16th in the main 30, he won by 3/4 length from the inside. He really took off clear late that day with the 66 buyer, and then he just saw a very tough allowance race, or made 100 going 7.5 on the dirt, where he finished 8th by 9 lengths. But if you look at his 2-turn efforts going a mile 16th, they're not bad at all, and I think he's the kind of horse also that goes up a lot with a longer trip. Refreshing here today, training well. I'm going to give him a massive shot on the ticket. But to recount my selection for the 7th now from Assiniboia, it is the Manitoba Derby. Going to take the 8 horse Awesome Road. Give kudos to the 9 horse Rosette. 8-9-7-3 super, 8-9 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck everyone.